Hi, Jared Salisbury here. I had my first interaction with my GLP partner, Pavan, a couple weeks ago. We went to Starbucks to, grab a coffee and talk about some aspects of Indian culture that I may have had some misconceptions about. And one of those was the caste system. It's, for those who don't know, the caste system is a antiquated model by which India used to structure their social hierarchy. It was divided into, I believe Pavan said 15 different stratospheres, and that it was very rigid. There was really no room for movement, and that people didn't really interact with anyone from outside their caste, so to speak. That has since been outlawed, but Pavan, obviously being able to afford an international education comes from an upper level of society, and he said that, at least among the upper rungs, that caste system is still kind of present. So I'm really interested to meet with him again and discuss how something like that would affect his learning, because obviously he has better access to education than someone who maybe is poor in India. And I feel like that's true for America as well. So that's kind of where we share that's kind of where we share some things educationally. One thing culturally I also wanted to ask him about, I was just curious, was arranged marriages. I knew that, I get most of my cultural teachings, especially from India, from The Simpsons. So I kind of asked him about, some of the big things, and he said that actually that arranged marriages have evolved. So they've actually adopted a Tinder-like swiping system where parents can swipe on potential mates, where it'll have like a bio, like what education they have, like whether or not they're a smoker, whether or not they're a drinker, things like that. I just thought that was pretty funny that, for a tradition that most view as antiquated, that it's evolved with modern technology. So I think that I'm at the acceptance point on cultural sensitivity. I pretty much understand where he's coming from, culturally, for the most part, and I'm really excited to learn more about what his primary education was like before coming to MSU, and getting to know a little more about like what he learned. I'm especially excited to know like what he learned in history class. Like, did he learn about any major American events? I'm sure he learned about, like World War II and like the British occupation of India, but like what else, what does the Indian schooling system view as important as far as things like history is concerned? Because, math and science are basically universal, but history is super subjective. And, as a future history teacher, that's something that I have endless interest in. So I'm really excited to talk to him about that, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.